Shine bright like a diamond.
The Diamond One digging deep. Procurement's coming after strongly. The Diamond One and a head bobber. She's won the cuddle.
Like diamonds in the sky. Palms rise to the universe as we moonshine and
White Robe Lodge Stakes winner, the Diamond One, takes out the Group 3 Cuddle Stakes there on the weekend for Claire and Heck Anderton and Rory Hutchings. And Butch just going to prove that she's probably up to the better fillies and mares over 1,600 metres up north.
Yeah, for sure. Look, she's brought that form from the south. She was electric that day down south, and on Saturday she sort of had to grind out a win in the finish. She gave her a gorgeous run again. I thought he presented her at the right time, and look, she's come up alongside Procurement. You got the impression early in the run that she might have been going to run away with this, but I suppose to be fair to the Procurements and Irians of this world, they fought, and look, she's done a good job. She was weighted to win the race. She was giving a horse like Procurement just 2 kilos, and if it was a straight out handicap she would have been giving her a lot more than that, but good gutsy win.
Yeah, and obviously she's the best horse in the race, isn't she? And she's going on to Tiara now. Daryl, you said to the Group 1 race there. I thought Stephen's horse was very game in defeat, found plenty, and his team's on fire. And I mean, Danielle's riding well too, so no, it was the best horse won the race all in all, didn't it?
Yeah. I see Daryl Bradley copped a little suspension there for just coming across on Irian that last 150, checking. I can't remember which horse it was, but he just came across and he's been knocked out for careless riding. But yeah, it was just a good race, wasn't it, to watch?
Yeah, it's good to see her win again after the tragedy, and you know, great for the family.
And she stays up north now, I think, and will head towards the Group 1 at Te Rapa. And she's going to be really competitive too in a race like that, set weights, and she's going to be one of the highest rated ones in the race for sure.
Okay, let's move on to race number 7. This was the Group 2 Wellington Guineas. This was taken out by Vespa, last year's champion 2-year-old, back to his very best for John O'Benner and Mark Duplessis, Butch.
Yeah, good to see him back. Look, we need these horses that show the form as a 2-year-old and winning Karaka Millions and Group 1 races to come back as 3-year-olds. And the jury was out, I suppose, after last time. The blinkers went on. He was given a nice ride, a nice soft ride, a bit off the pace, and he was really strong to the line, Twiggy, and gee, it took them a while to get a result here.
Yeah, it did. It was very tight in the finish. Look, he looked like he was going to run away with it, the furlong, didn't he? But the leader had a real good kick, and he's a horse in form too, passing shot. So they ran good slick time, 1:21.61, I think. So no, it was a top win from a good horse bouncing back to form. And
there was a couple of links back to the rest of them with a blanket over them. Those two sort of singled themselves out, I like the form when the 2 good horses come away, and they're both good horses, as you say. Passing Shot hadn't 1400 had been a bit of a worry to him before, but just shows how well he's going.
Yeah, exactly. He's in great form and he's rock hard fit too. And Vespa's on the way up still, isn't he? So there's plenty of improvement in him, and no, he looks like he's in for a good campaign.
They might have found the key to him, just letting him switch off a little bit, like he seemed to switch off good with the hood, eh? Yeah,
or bring your missus back from Australia.
Do you reckon that's a trick?
That'll help.
Like you said, it took a while for the result to come up though, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. Certainly did. It looked close the first time you looked. It looked really close, and you sort of thought maybe the inside had kicked. Then you looked again and you thought, oh no, it's Vespa, but took some time, and yeah, we're still waiting for the photo, I suppose.
Where does he go now, Vespa?
Don't know.
Straight broke, maybe?
Stretch him out to a mile, would you run him in an Easter off the bottom or something like that?
Yeah.
Group 1, he's a Group 1 horse. He likes Ellerslie, maybe.
All right. On to race number 5 on the program. This was the listed St Ledger Stakes for the 3- and 4-year-olds. This was taken out by If We Dance for the Riddells, Trina and Jonathan, and a great birthday prezi here for the owner. Butch?
Yeah, great for Rex, isn't it? Look, we all know he hasn't been in the best of health, and then he had a cracked pelvis or something as well. So this would have given him a real fillip, and special win for Jonathan and Trina, and just kept on finding If We Dance, and again, they've put a bit of a space in them, haven't they, the first two?
Yeah, it wasn't the strongest field in the world, was it? But no, it was great for Rex, and I think Rex was in hospital 6 weeks prior to that, so it was good for him on the day, 70th birthday, and no, he had a good night. They went out for dinner, I believe, and celebrated, so it was good. And a good run, the second horse. It was good, tough, set up a nice tempo, and got going before the turn, and showed good fight.
It wasn't a vintage St Ledger though, was it?
No. No.
Gee, Rosalia was
I was going to
disappointing.
say, Rosalie,
Yeah.
it was terrible.
Yeah.
I thought
No,
she
I-
presented at the, I thought she was presented at the right time, and she's better than that. She's much better than that.
Rambo was very disappointed in her run. Yeah.
I saw in the steward's report they'd questioned Vinny, and he just said, look, don't know.
No,
Hands up.
Yeah.
put it down to an off day, because she is seriously much better than that.
For sure.
All right, let's go back to the 2-year-old. It was race number 2 on the program. This was taken out by Reminisce for Graham and Debbie Rogerson and Danielle Johnson. Sent out favourite Butch after an eye-catching run for 4th at Matamata.
Yeah, well, that was the form, wasn't it? The Group 2 form out of Matamata, and you were on pretty good terms with yourself here when she presented her, but took her a while to wind into it. Gee, she's going to like the 1400 at Manawatu, but she got the job done in the finish, and she's still a little bit wayward, but the important thing is she got it done.
Yeah, I think it's just immaturity, isn't it? Which I think, like, she's probably going to be a far better 3-year-old than she is 2-year-old, and like you say, 1400 the mile and beyond, probably as a 3-year-old. I think it's just raw ability that got her there on Saturday.
She will enjoy that 1400 at Manawatu though, won't she?
For sure, yeah, she will, but I'm just not sure whether it's her time. I reckon she's 6 months away.
Okay, on to race number 4. This was the 85 1400, which was taken out by Waikaha for the House and Opie Bosson. Double on the day for that trainer and jockey combination, and in the end, pretty dominant, Butch.
Well, as Opie said in the report I read, this was just a steer job. All he had to do was have her in the clear, and she was 88 rated using the benchmark. Of course, you can do that with a mare quite easily because they come back into the race with their 2 kilo allowance whilst they go up a bit. She went into the race with 58.5, I think, something like that, and look, she's 2 classes better than them on paper, and proved it on the track. She's a good mare.
Yes, she is. She's raced in good company, hasn't she? And
yeah,
that'll do her confidence the world of good too. And a nice win there, and hopefully she can go on with it. And it'll probably do Howie's confidence the world of good too, getting a double on Premier Day. He'll be wrapped.
Would have been bulletproof on Sunday, Hank, wouldn't he?
Word.
But you're right, I think that confidence thing with her, because she's raced in Copeland's Mile, she's raced in stakes races pretty much
Richhill,
the whole.
wasn't it? Richhill, up
no,
your
she
way?
didn't come up. She might have. Yes, she did. Yeah. That was her first time around there. Then she ran at Trentham. She ran in a good race, and she's been there and thereabouts. But getting that nice soft kill on Saturday, that'll set her up for wherever they choose to go with her. She'll be very hard to beat again.
For sure.
And Casino was a lot better, running second. Really hit the line all right too.
Yeah, he's hard to catch though, isn't he? He's in and out of form, and like you say, but the winner was just a class above, and it was his day. He had a good day.
But that utilising the benchmark like that, I mean, you see it in Sydney each and every week. We're getting more and more of it. We're seeing trainers using it more and more. But that's an example. What about those bookies? Is that thing on Saturday morning? Is that designed to give away money? Is clearly.
Bookie beater, yeah, I know.
Is that what it must be?
It must be. Well, it's to
Well,
attract
I don't know. I haven't had the email, but clearly it must be designed.
But you get the email.
No, $3.60. $3.60.
Yeah, but only maximum of $20 bet.
Yeah, but you can stand there and go keep putting the thing in.
Well,
can't you?
I don't know about that.
Well, look, at the Clark's Beach Golf Club, if you had a little voucher thing and you would they keep taking your 20?
I don't know. I guess
Probably
they would.
yours they would.
It says until
They would
sold
be
out.
yours.
I wonder what that means.
All right, we'll try it out this
It
weekend.
does say that though. They say
Well, ask
until
Stevie.
sold out.
Ask Stevie. Oh, he's not on.
Where is Stevie?
No,
Where is he?
Out
he's
with,
still in Wellington.
out with Des Fleming for lunch,
Exactly.
handing over the cash.
All right, let's move on to Te Rapa on Saturday. The Open 14 was early on in the day. Smallish field here, and Spellbinder beat Don't Gloat and Sports Illustrated.
Yeah, she's a good mare. This. She got the small field. She got everything right. Her run had put the writing on the wall, resuming at Matamata. They've obviously had issues with her. She's a big mare. You can see that there, and hits the ground hard. Track perfect for her early in the day. Bit of cutting it, and she'll head to the Group 1 at Te Rapa as well. And any rain doesn't worry her. Yep. Good to see her back, really.
Yeah, good horse, good win. I think she's had a wind operation, Butch, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, that's been her issue, but it was good for Te Akau too to get some runs on the board. It's been a while since they've had a salute of the judge, so it was good for them.
They sponsored the race too, I think.
They did, yep. No, it would have been good for DC, Karen and Jason, but Sports Illustrated was a bit disappointing.
Yeah, she was. She I think she got galloped on last time at Ellerslie,
Right.
and so that obviously had to back off her a little bit, and then she was coming back. maybe a touch short of her best the trip now, but yeah, she was a bit disappointing. But that winner will be aimed up at those Group 1 races. She'll race in Group 1 races, Te Rapa next time, I'm sure, and be pretty hard to handle.
Yeah, well, she was good fresh up, Spellbinder at Matamata, wasn't she? Yeah.
Sports Illustrated was going to be going to Australia, but not now. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Talking about that, out of Matamata, Recite was scratched on Saturday because that's who Spellbinder was very good behind. I hope she's all right.
Yeah, don't know, haven't heard. Race number 7 was the 85 mile at Te Rapa on Saturday. This was taken out by Stella's Honour for Moroni Ormsby and Boots Sweeney, the Sir Patrick and Lady Hogan colours, to the fore.
Yeah, well, I think this was Boots' only ride for the day, and he's given it a peach of a ride. She's struggled a little bit at the mile previously, but gee, she ran this out strongly. She looks like a mare that's just getting better and better, Paul.
Yeah, she does. Like you say, she's been hard to catch, isn't she? She's in and out, mixes her form, but big, beautiful horse. She's got a lot of scope about her, and she looks like she's going to go on. It looks like she should run 2,000 metres and beyond, but yeah, no, she hasn't to date, but it was a good win Saturday.
Because that win, her last win was at Te Rapa. That's when Rory just waited, hugged the rail and got the win 1,400 on their international day. And then she's been a bit disappointing, as you said, those 2 runs since. But gee, she was back with a vengeance on Saturday.
Yeah, we saw those same colours too to the fore with Aotearoa for the social racing team. They would have been stoked to get that maiden win, I'm sure.
Yeah, she deserved a win, didn't she? Look, she'd run in a Group 3 race at her last start, back to the mile and back in class to a maiden. She got the win she deserved, and that's great. That social racing concept, the likes of Mahi Drysdale and those guys being involved, is fantastic.
Yeah, for sure. It was good for Kenny too. He's had a pretty tough time of it, and he gets around Matamata grizzling and grumpy, and no, he got a double, so it was good for him.
Yeah, Irish Moon, really good again.
Yeah, super. And like you said earlier, is putting together a good record now. So
yeah, what, 5 from 11.
5 from 11. So.
Yeah.
Rightly raced for a 5-year-old as well. So might be more in store there.
For sure.
Just on an upward plane.
One other that took our eye during the week up north was Let Her Rip, a Sean Ritchie trained first starter. I thought was pretty good at Matamata, Butch.
Yeah, I thought you were right. I thought she was better than pretty good. Look, that's her slow away out of the machine. She'd trialled up fantastically and then let her come through the middle of the field, and when she was able to get to the outside here, she did as her name suggested really, and just dead set brained them. That was a super win. Yeah,
it was coming out of good trial form too. Ran cracking time at the trials, and very green. Got a lot to learn, but no, it looks like a horse of the future.
Got a motor.
Was the stake up for her or not? I can't remember.
No, she's filly, so she'd be staying here.
She'd be staying here. Yeah. Okay. And didn't the Kiwis have a terrific weekend across the Tasman? Have a look at this. We're back shortly on Weigh In.
Spillway, Extra Zero storming at him, they hit the line. A photo finish between Extra Zero and Spillway.
Well done to Michael. This will be a huge result for Michael, a wonderfully gifted rider from New Zealand.
Brazen Bow, the Miracle Man Marira. Brazen Bow by 3 lengths to Chautauqua. Chris Waller and Joe Marira. Whale drove to the front lane, and Whale scores by 3/4. Whale, beautifully ridden by Michael Walker, takes out the race.
And Target Insight has beaten Deep Field. Lucky Bell's coming at it on the inside.
Take a bow, Linda Meach.
It's men against boys here. Hartnell coming on for the job.
And James McDonald, didn't he take the race between his teeth early on?
Burbero kicked through. Burbero might have bobbed right on the line.
What a great training performance by Björn Baker.